Hey, what's up, guys? Episode 3. We're back. We're back at it again. More Minecraft. Really enjoying making these videos, actually. Sort of fitting this into my daily routine has been quite nice, actually. So today I'm wanting to hopefully find a place to stay, and looking at this, it's looking quite nice. Looking at this, we've got a nice mountain range coming here, and I love building on snowy mountains, so hopefully we can get this going. That'd be really cool. I don't know what kind of house I'm gonna build. I think we're gonna probably start with a little temporary base, a little temporary basey of operations. So that'll be good. Let's climb up here. Let's take a look. Um, if you're ever feeling, kind of garbo, kind of shitty, a little bit of advice, just do a little workout. A lot of people are really, ooh, this is kind of nice. A lot of people are really adverse, I think, to working out, because it is if you're someone who works out, it's like I think to some people it's like you're admitting that you want to improve yourself, or maybe you're not good enough or whatever. And that's not the case for everyone. Some people are just lazy. Some people just don't want to work out, and that's understandable. It actually does wonders though for making you feel better, especially once you get used to the feeling of working out. Your body sort of wants it. It's a great dopamine rush. I'm of course saying this only because I just worked out after not feeling too good, and I'm now feeling quite a bit better. So just a little friendly piece of advice there. Working out good. Yeah, it's actually crazy. I used to be someone who didn't really do that at all. I didn't work out. I wasn't a workout kind of person. Um, that's all changed though now. I'm now like I don't go to the gym. The gym scares me. The gym is big, scary. There's other people there who will judge me. But working out at home is easy. It's possible. Just do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks. Go for a little run. Um, and you'll start feeling better. I promise. It does work. It does help. Um, Damn, there's so many good candidates for places to build right now. I don't love actually having a house on a mountain. I did that in the last world I played. It's really annoying when you want to go down to places and you have to run down and climb back up a mountain. So I'm maybe going to avoid that. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of nice. I love this biome. What is it? What is this biome? Wooden Mountains. Yeah, Wooden Mountains is my favorite, and I know that because I had to look up the name. So just came off a workout, like fresh off a workout. I'm like, okay, I wasn't feeling great about the idea of recording Minecraft, but now that I've worked out, I'm feeling like, you know what? This is a good time, and you should do it. And so I'm doing it. I'm gonna keep it up. No 2 episode series here. We're going at least into three Minecraft episodes. So yeah, just been exploring a lot in game, and I understand that's probably not super exciting for some people, myself included. I really do want to get settled. I do enjoy getting settled in Minecraft. I just I want a good spot. This is kind of nice. I don't love it, but it's kind of nice. I think my lizard's out of his tank. Yep. He has descended. Yeah, there he goes. So Cinder is our lizard, our baby dragon, has hit puberty. And he wants out of his tank all the time. So Emma has devised a little ramp system that we put up against his open tank, and when he wants to come out, he can just climb down. And he just did it. We put up the thing probably, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, and I think he just sat there debating for a full 5 minutes whether he wanted to escape into the real world of our basement room, but he's done it. And he's going. He's excited. Oh, great climb, lizard. Can he make it onto the desk? I think, or the dresser. I think he can make it onto the dresser. We don't want him onto the dresser. Oh, it's fine. Okay, I got the it's fine hand flail from Emma, so we're okay. That's where I came from, right? Or is that, yeah? That's where I came from. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what we can see. Really loving this area though. These are some nice hills actually. Wow, that's cool. It's always really fun getting into a new Minecraft world and just seeing what the terrain gives you, where like what you can do. Um, because it's really like that was always my favorite thing about early Minecraft was create the crazy terrain generation you'd sometimes see. And I kind of missed the hills like that. You know, the stupid overhangs and the random arbitrary caves on the surface. But you know what? I feel um I feel like dancing, dancing. Oh, um, God, he's making lizard sounds. All right, Emma's gonna go see what's up because I'm recording Minecraft. That's a very nice mountain shape there. Um, what was I even saying? I completely forgot. But yeah, so working out is good, obviously. Feeling pretty excited because today's my like, me and Emma have been on a bit of a diet of sorts, bit of a nutritious escapade where we don't eat takeout every day. That's our diet is no takeout. It's a really um, it's a very strict diet of make food at home and eat vegetables. It's like, damn, dude, can't believe you tried something so brave. I know, I know. Um, oh, this is nice. We're right on the ocean. Make a little ocean house. I could be down. I could be down. So today's our cheat day, though, so we actually get to have takeout today, and I'm very excited. I'm getting a burger, and I love burgers. Burgers are my favorite. Luckily for me, I live in a place where burgers are plentiful. Um, so I get so I love me some burgers. Burgers are really good. Cheeseburgers. I'm not actually the biggest bacon cheeseburger fan. I could go without bacon on my burger. Now you're probably like, what is wrong with you not wanting bacon on your burger? I'm like, look, there's already a full beef patty. If you have a good burger with a good patty, you don't need more meat, right? Like, you really don't. There's enough good meat there to keep you satisfied. There's enough fat. The bacon is like if you're getting like your little tiny McDonald's patty, and it's like, okay, well maybe I need a little more meat, a little more sustenance. Then you know what? Throw some bacon on there. That's fine. But if you're having a good burger, and when you're meat, everything's a good burger. Okay, it's it's really just you've got enough. You've got enough. Cheese, absolutely. Throw some cheese on there. The cheese is like, I don't know how to put it, but it's like it smooths out the taste experience. It smooths it out, right? Because like the beef is very beefy and meaty, and then the cheese is really cheesy, and that's all I have to say about that. Tomatoes, lettuce, absolutely. You need your vegetables. You need your nice leafy greens. Lettuce is actually not very nutritious. It's just water. Just be aware. But I don't know why I'm digging dirt there. Ugh, I don't know. There's some nice places around here. I think this is where I want to set up. And I like this valley. I like the surrounded by trees look. I think we're going to do it here. I was looking at this earlier. I was looking at it and I thought, you know what? It's been a while since I've just done a little tiny, quaint sort of house area. And I think a house right here will be very nice. So let's get started. Lots of different kinds of trees. We got spruce trees over there if I want to take a little trek. I think I have acacia saplings. No, I don't. All right, well, I don't need those right away. Although they are a nice texture. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get set up. Where are my chests that I obviously took with me? Uh-huh. Tell it to the judge. So yeah, I don't know. Big burger fan. Sauces on a burger. I'm actually sort of not necessarily that much of a sauce guy. I work at White Spot, which is known for. It's actually known for their sauce, their world secret triple O sauce, which is literally, I'm going to let you in on a big secret here as a White Spot insider. Hopefully they never find out my real name because this could get me fired. It's just mayo and relish. It's half mayo, it's half relish. You can ask any server, and unless you're, like 4 years old, I will tell you that it's just mayo and relish. If you're a 4 year old, that's a secret, and I'm taking it to the grave. But you look like you can take the fact that it's just mayo and relish, and you can take a joke. I'm letting you know. I'm saying, hey, that's mayo and relish. So no 4 year olds allowed in my videos from this point on. Let that be known. If you're a 4 year old and you've somehow found this less than 50 subscriber YouTube channel making garbage Minecraft content, go watch Ninja or something. Go play Fortnite. This game's dead. You know. What are you doing? Go outside. Ride your bike. You don't need to be listening inside here listening to me talk about burgers. What's wrong with you, man? But I digress. Did I use that properly? Did I use I digress properly there? I'm actually not completely sure. I think that's right. It's like I acknowledge that I'm on a ramble and I'm off my kilter. I digress. Is how that goes. So yeah, today right now we're just gonna let's get some chests out so I don't have to live full on garbage. I want to get some mods that sort of, the chest sorting mod, great mod. My Twitch mods, great mods. I just kind of want to get nice and organized here. And that's just what it's all about sometimes. We got food, we got chest. Okay, time to chop down trees. Everyone's favorite part of Minecraft, but this is gonna take a while. So hopefully I can go on another ramble. I'm still talking about burgers. I think I'm not done on my burger bender. Double burgers, double cheeseburgers, double hamburgers. Absolutely, give me more beef. But bacon, that's right. Bacon's good, okay? I'm not gonna front and say that I don't like the taste of bacon. I just think that it's sometimes unnecessary and it can overcrowd the burger taste when you have a really nice burger. It's like, I've got a great piece of meat here. Let me throw in another piece of meat. Now you don't need to look any more into that. We're talking about burgers here. It just sort of overcrowds the taste area, I think. And that's the same if you put onions. What are you doing? Don't put onions on your burger. It's just the taste of onions just overpowers everything else. It's like, and I hate the taste of burgers, but I really like the taste of onions. Then you know what? Go ahead and put an onion on your burger. But you can't call yourself a burger fan if you like onions on your burger. I'm sorry. That's just I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. I just don't make the rules. And obviously everyone has the exact same taste buds as mine, so everyone will agree with me in this situation. I don't know. I don't like onions. I think onions are stinky and gross. They're like almost spirals. Spirals are gross, man. You seen Uzumaki? It's not good. Don't read Uzumaki if you don't have a thick stomach and you like onions. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna put you off onions forever. Anything with rings or spirals. So yeah, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? I still have some iron. I can make another axe. It's all good. It's all good. I'm thinking a nice little boat, sort of little pond house here. I'm gonna flatten this area out. We're gonna build up a nice quaint abode. I'm gonna try to make it look as good as possible for a plain wood house. But you have a cabin by the lake, it's gotta be made of wood. You can't really tell me, oh yeah, I'm gonna make stone. You're gonna make a stone cabin by the lake? No, man, come on, what are you doing? Bricks? Get out of my face. All right, another axe. I have a stone sword. That's good enough, right? Do I still have? Yeah, make some more gold. Level 10, doing good. Got a cave right there. Should probably explore it at some points. I like this though. We got birch trees, we got oak trees, we got grass. It's good. Looking good, looking good. As I struggle to come up with something to talk about now in my head. I feel like I've gone, oh, sides! Sides to go with burgers, right? So, personally, You know, if you, I feel like sides are definitely a personal preference, not like onions. Onions are wrong. But you know, if you're someone who likes a garden salad with their burger, that's not personally my way to go. But you know, all to it, man. It's like, yeah, I'll have a double cheeseburger, extra mayo, hold the relish, no lettuce or tomato. Can I get that with a side salad? It's like, come on. But I get it. You know, sometimes you need to balance out the goodness that is the heart attack burger with a nice healthy salad. I get it. Sometimes sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do it. I d- and you know there's good garden salads. I'm not saying like, you know, but you're just it's like why bother at that point, right? You're getting a double cheeseburger with extra mayo. You're getting poutine on the side. That's my way of doing it. Like if you're gonna go all the way, you just like throw some onion rings in, throw them on my burger. Give me gravy. Just drench my burger in gravy. You know, it's like at that point, just go, just go all the way. There's no reason to do there's no reason to be healthy if you're eating a double cheeseburger. And all I'm saying is I work at a burger restaurant and the amount of people who do that, the reason it's something I'm so comfortable saying is because I see so many people like, yeah, can I get a double cheeseburger? Can I get that with bacon? Can I get that with extra mayo? Can I get that, you know, without lettuce and tomato? And then it's like, can I get that with a side salad? It's so common. People do that all the time. And I'm like, why bother at that point? What are you doing? Like, just just admit that you want to eat the fattiest, greasiest shit and own it. Like, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with wanting to eat the fattiest, greasy shit. I do it all the time. It's good. Just don't pretend that you're some like I'm still watching my health. Like I'm still aware that I'm being unhealthy. That I still want to be healthy. It's like come on, man. No one buys that. No one buys that whatsoever. I just think it's really funny. That's all. Ah! It's a spider. Oh my god! Oh, it's a spider. Yeah, that's just the amount of people that do that is shocking. And I can't wait. I've actually realized that this is a platform for me to rant about all the bullshit. Because I said, you know, there is bullshit when you're working in a restaurant. I didn't say what the bullshit was, and that's because it's such a broad range of fucked up shit. And I can go on for hours, and I'm fully prepared, and I'm fully prepared to. So that's consider that my first tangent about working in a restaurant is people who pretend to want to be healthy. People who order the Gutbuster Supreme and want to top it off with a side Caesar salad, you know? And Caesar salads are good. So like I feel you know what? I said Caesar salad there. I take that back. Caesar salads actually can taste good. And like but like garden salads, you're not eating it for the taste. Like let's be honest. Like you're eating a garden salad cuz you want to be healthy. And that's great. It's advertised as being healthy. I understand. You know it's healthy. You know that your double cheeseburger supreme, you know, loaded with I don't know, fucking horseradish, cheese truffle fries, fucking is good. You know that's not healthy. You know that's not healthy. So why bother? You're not gonna improve how healthy it is. That's not. I think some people might have it in their head that it's like, oh well, I know I'm eating this super fatty piece of shit burger, but you know I'm balancing it out with a spot salad, so it's gonna be a net neutral. That's not how it works. You're still ingesting the burger, and you still get the fat from that burger. The eating lettuce doesn't make you lose weight. Eating lettuce is like a substitute, so you eat less fatty stuff, and then you lose weight because you're not eating fatty stuff. That's how eating healthy works. It's not like you just counteract. It's not like the healthy food and the unhealthy food do battle inside your stomach to fucking determine whether you gain or lose weight. Like that upset stomach is not because your healthy and unhealthy foods are fighting. It's because you ate three 16-ounce beef patties and your body wants to die. That's what's going on. So that's one thing people do that I guess I just think it's funny. I always like to joke about it. It's not like something offensive that someone does it and I'm like I never want to see you again. Get the fuck out of that table. Get the fuck out of this restaurant. No, it's not like that. I just think it's funny, right? Like some people just be like that, and that's okay. There's other things that people do that are actually offensive and actually piss me right off. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to think about it more because I haven't worked in 2.5 months. All these things that people do all the time are sort of faded memories in my head. So as they come to me, I'll sort of let it out. But nothing at the moment is coming to me right now. I have some good stories that I tell everyone, but I'm gonna save those for a later date when when the viewership really drops and I feel like, okay, I need a zinger to bring them back. That's when I'll hit them with like the epics, the white spot epics. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. So, do we have enough wood? Is this cleared out enough yet? No. The answer is no. Um, but we'll get there. We'll get there right now. Just gotta keep chopping trees. I know, great exciting gameplay, but hopefully my tangent about burgers has kept you around. Burgers and working with burger people. Burger people? I guess I'd be a burger person. I eat lots of burgers. I would be one of the burger people. But the burger people I'm talking about, I don't really want to be associated with. It's like within the burger community, we don't, not every part of the burger community is on great terms with each other. And the burger community isn't a thing. You can't go down to your local, burger YMCA and join the burger community. That's not really how that works, unfortunately. I would if I could, but um, maybe there's like a burger forums or something I can join online. I'd rather just rant about it on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna do. God, I love burgers. I'm really excited for my burger. Can you tell? I just can't help but talk about eating burgers right now, dude. Oh my God, I kind of feel like a Baconator from Wendy's. And I know he just said that he doesn't like bacon. Well, listen, I said if you have a good burger, if you have a good piece of meat, I wouldn't necessarily classify Wendy's as the worst in fast food burger experience. But, if you're eating a fast food burger, it's not really, you're not there because it's a good quality cut. So, where did the lizard go? He was on the stairs. He likes to climb the stairs. I'm making a video, Cinder. Say hi to YouTube. He doesn't make noise. He doesn't make noise. Although apparently he made a clicking sound today, which is not necessarily a good thing. It could be a respiratory infection. Let me tell you about sicknesses and bearded dragons, okay? You buy, like, you go to PetSmart. Don't go to PetSmart to buy your lizards, first of all. I learned this the unfortunate way recently. But, we were young and naive. And by young and naive, I mean it was about 5 months ago. But, 5 months ago, we were young and naive, and we're like, we want a pet. Let's go to PetSmart. It's a pet store. They have lizards. And it's fine and dandy. And they're like, they're great. They're great pets. They're nice and easy. You don't gotta worry. You just sort of give them their light and their heat, and they're good. And they just sort of chill. Let me tell you, they don't fucking chill, okay? So, like, it's not fucking okay. You look up, hey, how do I set up a bearded dragon tank? It's like, okay, first of all, I should say that, like, PetSmart advertises these starter kits for reptiles, for different reptiles, that they are provided by this brand called Thrive right now, which is, I can only assume they've started because some tank makers don't want to sell their products to PetSmart because, I'll get into it later, but, basically, so they have these starter kits you can buy, and like they have this exclusive brand called Thrive, and it's like, oh, buy the Bearded Dragon Thrive starter kit. It's like, that's great! You just buy everything you need for the Bearded Dragon. It's perfect. And then you go home and you're like, okay, let's get this set up. Let's put everything up. They give you a nice heat lamp, little dome heat lamp. They give you a dome UVB light, and you're like, okay, well, what do they need UVB for? They need UVB to basically not grow up as spaghetti. Their bones will turn to spaghetti if they don't get enough calcium, and the way they get calcium is through their diet and through supplement of sunlight, which is the UVB lamp they get. And it's like, okay, good, they have the UVB. First red flag is that it's a dome UVB light. So when bearded dragons are young, they will sit under their basking bulb, their heat lamp, for like 90% of the day. They just love the heat. They need it. They need it to digest their food, which they eat a lot of when they're young, and they need it for growth. It's like they sit under there. You have one dome heat lamp. You have another dome UVB light. You can't put those together. They don't really overlap. It like shines down like a spotlight. They don't get the UVB. So for the first 3 months we had Cinder, he was very we got him from PetSmart. He was very lethargic and lazy and didn't really move around. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I found one time we were cleaning out our room and I found Emma's old plant lamp, which is like a UVB lamp, but it's like a strip. And most, you'll read online, it's like, well, most places recommend having a strip UVB light. And it's like, okay, well, we have a UVB, so let's just keep this one for now. It's probably fine. It came with the starter kit. It's sold by PetSmart. It's got to be good. It's got to be good enough, right? It's not good enough. The moment I put that strip UVB light on his tank to see what would happen, within like an hour, he was moving around more than I had ever seen him move around his tank before. It was actually unbelievable how much of a difference it made. And I was so worried that it was too late and he had gotten the bonitis that it's like it should have gotten the strip heat lamp, but the starter kit didn't come with a strip sorry, not heat lamp, a strip UVB light. It should have come with it, but it didn't, and it's garbage. There's no reason to use a dome UVB light other than it's cheaper. And let me tell you, when you're dealing with, issues that will make your pet die if you don't handle them properly, it's like it's not worth saving $50 unless you're, and this is the market of PetSmart, unfortunately, a parent who's like, I'll get my 8-year-old Timmy a lizard for Christmas, which is, I swear to God, what PetSmart markets to. And it's pretty, because like they make it sound so easy. It's like, okay, well, that's just one thing they had wrong, right? All right. Well, we were at PetSmart, and the lovely girl employee, and I forgive her for this because they give you so much, and you're the PetSmart. It's not necessarily her fault. You're not when you work at PetSmart. You're not forced to learn anything about the animals you're selling, actually, which I think is really funny. You're encouraged to do it on your own time. Which I think is dumb, and I think that if you work at a pet store, you should be required to know about proper pet care, obviously. And I'm sure everyone would agree with me, but that's not how PetSmart sees things. You should be required to. Anyways, you're not required to know everything, and that's it's no fault to this employee, but she was giving us advice about what what the start she was telling us. Oh, well, the starter kit doesn't have everything, which is great. The fact that she's telling us that the starter kit doesn't have everything already, you're like, okay, well, it's not perfect, you need to make some adjustments, but otherwise still a worthwhile investment, especially because it's easy. It's like, okay, well, fair enough. But she told us that at night you can use either a ceramic heater for them if they need their temperatures to be up, because you need to have the lizards at a specific temperature in order for them to be healthy. She told us that you can use either a ceramic heater, which is that's the good one. You want to do that, and she said, or you can use a infrared red heat lamp because they can't see red. And immediately, I know this, Emma, who was in the store with me at the time, had read online, because we had been doing a lot of research, that's a big You cannot, they can see the red light, and they can't sleep properly if you give them a red light. So that was, like, immediately like, okay, well, it was a red flag for me to be like, okay, well, they don't really necessarily, we shouldn't take everything they say as, gospel. Because it turns out they really, it's like you're encouraged to do your own research. It's, they're probably getting paid close to minimum wage. It's like you don't really have much incentive to actually go do your own research, and that's understandable. And that's why I say it's not her fault. But it is the unfortunate reality that she gave us wrong advice, and luckily we didn't take it, but we could have if we didn't know better, right? Like she could have told that to a mother. Buying it for her 8-year-old Timmy, and the mom's just trusting everything the employees say. She just wants to make little Timmy happy with a lizard, not knowing that she's actually accidentally giving the bearded dragon lighting that will literally not let it sleep ever, which is not ideal. That's a thing. Diet wise, when we bought Cinder from this PetSmart, we saw this bearded dragon there. We absolutely loved it, and I still think he was so cute. He is such a cute little boy. Um, what is he doing? he They said, oh, he probably will eat like 10. We feed him 10 crickets a day. And they're like, okay, that's not bad at all. And it's like crickets are like what, like 14 cents? We're gonna have to spend no money on food. And I think that's why they say that. That's why they say they feed them 10 crickets a day, because they don't want you to think you're gonna be spending a lot of money on food for these guys. I go home, right, and we're like looking this up, and we're feeding him crickets. It's like, wow, he seems really hungry. What's going on? I look it up online, and they when they're his age, we figured he was about 3 or 4 months old. They eat up to 100 crickets a day, like easily. He would eat hundreds of crickets a day, and he was underweight when we got him too. And it's like, well, maybe they did actually feed them 10 crickets a day, but they're supposed to eat hundreds, and it's like, oh my god. They feed them veggies too. They don't even eat veggies when they're that young, but I guess they feed them. And it's like, okay, well, that's fine. When they want to eat veggies, you want to have veggies available for them. Um, but it's just like, and like that'd be forgivable, like without the 10 crickets a day advice that I was given. So we would end up like going. We've stopped buying our crickets at PetSmart because it's a waste of money and it's way too expensive. But we would go there to buy hundreds of crickets, like multiple hundreds of crickets, because he would eat hundreds of crickets a day. And they would give us weird looks, say weird things, make sure we're not overfeeding our lizard, because apparently it's just the norm for people to come in and buy like 40 small crickets for their baby bearded dragon. And I'm like, that does them for 2 feedings. Maybe they're supposed to eat 3 to 5 times a day, and as many as they want, and that number is usually over 100. And it's like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Um, and you think about like bearded dragons or lizards, and it's like, well, they're locally bred. You can get them from local breeders. And the reason we bought from PetSmart was just because we thought it would be easier, and it's like, it'll be fine. Let's just buy it from PetSmart. We had a friend who worked at PetSmart who actually knew a local breeder, and asked us if we wanted to get into contact with him, and we said no, because we're stupid. And I wish we had gotten into contact with that breeder instead of buying through PetSmart, because I found out. And it's like, you probably think like, okay, well, maybe they don't get them from local breeders, but at least they probably get them from the same province or state, right? Wrong again. PetSmart in Canada gets all their lizards all over Canada. Canada is fucking huge, second biggest country in the world. Gets them shipped from one place, one single place in Toronto, which for us is all the way across the country. But one single place for, what, I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to look up how many PetSmarts in Canada. $92 stores from one breeder. And I say that with quotations because at that point I've seen some stuff. There's, PETA made a video. I wouldn't suggest going and looking it up. It's going to ruin you it's going to make you feel so bad. Just know that they're basically reptile factories, reptile mills that mass produce these lizards under terrible, awful, 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 like horrible, like stomach churning. I felt sick to my stomach watching this video. Conditions. And I'm not saying, and this one wasn't about the one in Canada in particular. In the States, they have a few different ones that they ship to, but it was like, I felt sick to my stomach, and it made me feel bad for buying Cinder. Just, it was that bad. For supporting a business that would do business, like, for supporting a business that works with a supplier that treats its animals so unethically. And that's because lizards don't technically have like the same rights as like cats and dogs, which is understandable. I mean, they're not as they're not as really they're not as household names of pets, and they're not like, but they're bearded dragons clearly think. They do clearly think and have a consciousness, so well, not consciousness, but like they're conscious of existing. I think it's hard to tell sometimes. He's really stupid, but we love him, and they're sweet, and they're interesting animals. But they don't have the same rights as like cats and dogs. So like you can get away with having basically reptile factories where they breed these mass breed these lizards and reptiles and snakes together, and it's just stomach churning. And so as much as possible now, I try to avoid ever going into PetSmart, just because buying anything from them is supporting their business practices, and I'm not going to get super much more into it, but that's the gist of it basically. Um, there's I could keep going about this, and I think I will. Because you know what, it's going to be maybe a bit of a longer episode, but there's so many issues with bearded dragons that they don't tell you about. So the temperatures, I don't remember. They gave you a little like 2-page care sheet with the bearded dragons, like give them light, give them UVB, make sure their temperature is this, and it's like that's it, and it's like that's basically good enough. Like that's the gist of it. You should look up. There's nothing saying like, oh, you should look up more online. You should go find more information. There was nothing about that in the pamphlets. But yeah, you need a nighttime heater. The starter kit doesn't come with that. You need actual decorations and basking spots. The starter kit doesn't come with that. You need a strip UVB lamp. A dome UVB lamp does not cut it. Starter kit comes with the UVB lamp or the dome UVB lamp, so you pay for an inadequate, product. Um, what else here? It comes with substrate called Repticarpet. Substrate is what you put on like the bottom of your tanks. If you, for those of you who don't know, Repticarpet's okay, but it's really not optimal. And we used it for a long time, and then switched over to tiles recently. Excuse me. And tiles are much better for the. Oh my god, excuse me. For the bearded dragon. So we've done that, and it's a lot nicer now, and it's a lot easier to clean because it's just literally like carpet on the bottom of the tank, and the reptile poops on it, and it's like you have to wash it every week if you want to keep it clean, and some people might be able to do that, but we are lazy, young adults, so we try to avoid cleaning whenever possible. Tiles are much easier to clean. You just replace the tiles and like wash them and let them dry. It's great. All right, I'll do a little bit of mining here, I think, while we keep talking. So that's it for that. Size-wise, it's great. Great size for a young bearded dragon, like a beardy who's not fully grown. 40 gallons is the starter kit size. It actually is not enough for it's not enough for a fully grown. It's barely. It's like the minimum size you would want for a fully grown bearded dragon, and Cinder's a little above the average size for a bearded dragon. So we definitely needed a bigger tank, and we've done that recently. We've upgraded him, and he's in his forever home tank, which is really nice. We got that done. It's great. It's actually beautiful. If you want to see pictures of that, you can go check out my Twitter. Links in the description below. Um, he's you know, so like the size wise, it's like yeah, you're getting it for a young bearded dragon, and they don't recommend you have them in a full size tank right away, anyways. So that's excusable, but it's another thing to think about. They don't really talk about, oh, you're gonna need to buy a bigger tank in the future, right? You need to figure that out on your own. Um, Again, the food thing was like so inaccurate. Just it was not even funny. Crickets are you need and you like you need a thing to house the crickets and their food, and you need to gut load the crickets. Um, and it's like it comes with a water dish. Bearded dragons don't recognize still water as a drinkable thing. They can go swim in it, but they won't drink out of like still water. Um, Anyways, so a lot of like wasted money on that. Like the only thing we still have from the original purchase of the tank is the dome lamp for the heat lamp, and it's not the same light. It's a different light that we've replaced, but it's the. Did you put him back? Oh, cool. It's the It's not actually the same light even. It's a different light. Um, Oh, no, wait, sorry. We had to the lamp that comes with the starter kit was not hot enough for the basking spot of a baby bearded dragon. When baby bearded dragons are young and babies, they need a basking spot of 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. This one wasn't getting us up to there. The one that comes with it in the bearded dragon starter kit with the tank size meant for a smaller bearded dragon did not have a light hot enough to heat um, the basking spot for our baby bearded dragon. Just absolutely ludicrous to me that like this is in the starter kit. Um, so like just the starter kits and like the quality of that product is another reason not to like PetSmart. The domes that came with the starter kit are very flimsy and you have to fiddle with them and they kind of break as you unscrew them and you need to be like do that in a certain way. Just ranting about reptiles. So basically, if you're going to buy a pet reptile, if there's a small chance that you're watching this video and you're thinking about it, don't buy your reptile through PetSmart. Take the extra time, spend the bit of extra money to go through like a local breeder and a local pet store that hopefully buys from local breeders. We're lucky we have a semi-local, it's a half-hour drive pet store that only sells from local breeders and sells quite honestly it's a better store for reptiles. It has such a wide range of products, whereas PetSmart had such a limited option and selection. Um, and the people there actually know what they're talking about, whereas the PetSmart employees don't. So that's a bit of know-how for you there. Um, yeah, definitely would not recommend buying through PetSmart in any situation. I don't know. Maybe there are other stuff. Maybe there's stuff with cats and dogs, like the dog grooming. Maybe it's not that bad. I read a news article about PetSmart accidentally killing a dog that it was grooming. I don't know how that happened, but the dog died while it was being groomed. So that's something to think about. I don't know. Just do your research. Do your proper research about everything you're doing when you're buying a pet. I think it's really important. I think it's worth it. Um, I could have, and like, I love Cinder. I love Cinder absolutely. I would not die for Cinder or anything like that. He's a lizard, but I love him. I love having him around. I love caring for him. It's very rewarding. He's such a cool thing. People love him. Um, but I wish I had bought him. I wish I had not bought Cinder. I wish I had bought him. I know it sounds really bad, and like you need to understand that it's like I bought him while being misinformed about reptiles and pets as a whole, and not informed enough. And I could have made a much better decision. And honestly, the selection at these other pet stores and from breeders is a lot more interesting. At this local pet store right now, they're selling a white bearded dragon, which is not something you see every day, and it's expensive. I'll be honest, it's expensive, but oh my god, do I want it? Do I want it really badly? But we have Cinder, and we're happy with Cinder. He's a red bearded dragon. I think it's a Dunnermorph or something like that. Um, and I love him. But, bought him from a company I'm not very happy with, and it's not like a rescue or anything because they're supporting the business um, that purchased him in the first place. But holy shit, how many creepers? How many creepers in one cave? Kill him? Kill him, skeleton? Aw, close. Yeah, yeah. Um, so, yeah, that's my ramble about pets and purchasing exotic pets. Oh my god, where am I getting shot from? Okay, I don't want to go too deep right now. I'm going to harvest this iron and coal, and we're going to dip, and we're going to call the episode here. But thanks for listening to my rambles about this. I'm very passionate about specific things, and it just so happens that PetSmart and their mistreatment of exotic animals is one of those things. Garbage store, don't buy from PetSmart. Just don't. Just go to a better store, man. Like maybe you have a dog, it's fine. You buy your dog food there. But it's like man, if you give a shit about the little guys in life, you know, the reptiles, the birds, go buy from like a breeder. I promise you, you'll be happier. And like, yeah, so I made that mistake, and it sucks. But you know, we lived with it, and in the future, we know better. We're looking at buying a ball python soon, or a leopard gecko, or something else to keep in his old tank. Um, and that's very exciting. And we're gonna buy through this local pet store. It's gonna be more expensive, but we're gonna get something we're happier with. So that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep here. Where am I? That creeper just disappeared. Where am I? Oh, hello. Please don't kill me. Okay, oh man. Creeper. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Got him. Sleep. Oh. Soon we'll get to sleep and I can... Alright, because we're on hard mode. The zombies spawn backups. Quickly. So yeah, that has been Minecraft episode 3. Thank you for listening to my burger slash reptile related rants. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. Take care.